Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, we got to cut off for a little bit. We did. Let's see. Are we live, King? We good to roll? We rolling?
Yep.
Bet, 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 bet. All right. Welcome back. Hopefully everybody was able to get back in the stream. You know what I'm saying? So where were we? We were talking about upbringing. Oh, my fault, my fault. So here, let me get. Once you get this off, I'll go in. All right, bet there I am. Know what I'm saying? The bearded one, the bearded fellows. Okay, so for those of y'all who are just joining us for the second time or the third time or even the first time, welcome back again. With me tonight on this episode of the Ridin High Sports Show, I got a Russell County legend. I have with me Mr. Brandon Barnes, former NFL player, former USFL player, former XFL player, former AAF player. Um, and he was the first tight end drafted in two of those draft classes. I'm just saying that's a major flex if you asking me. He's a humble creature, so I'll flex for him. But anyway, we were talking about upbringing. So where were we? We were Phoenix City, Phoenix City, Crawford. Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you get to it.
So
Yeah,
Phoenix City by way of Crawford.
yeah.
All right. My family, we real close, but we
Mm-hmm.
from like my folks from Pittsburgh. All right. So
Mm.
that's even smaller. So, we all grew up in sports. Obviously, y'all whole family, like I said, y'all whole family stayed across the street. Like literally the whole family.
Facts.
So and we had Ned, he was next door to me. So we all played sports, played football. So we would play in the yard. Ned, he's the one that introduced football to me. I had to pretty much beg my folks to play, but before that, it was just baseball. So I remember all us playing baseball together in that Dixie Youth
Mm-hmm.
League down there in Seal.
Yo, at was it Mount Olive? Not Mount Olive.
No, it was
Oliver. Was it
I,
Oliver?
yeah, at Oliver.
There
Yep.
you go.
At Oliver, we all played in that league. Like shoot, my whole family played in that league, so
Mm-hmm.
it was just like friendly competition all the time.
Right. And then if I'm not mistaken, your first Russell County Youth Football League team was the Falcons,
Yep.
right? I remember
Yep.
that because you were great younger than us. So what was that like? Like that first year of playing like organized football? Like, was that something like, did you take to it immediately, or was it like, man, I don't really know if I like organized football. Like, I just like playing with the homies.
Nah, I knew I was like, I ain't gonna lie, when I first started playing, I knew I was gonna be good, but I didn't know where I was gonna play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause playing in the yard with y'all, we used to tackle, we used to all run. So, it's like we just playing football at this
Yeah.
point. So when I first started playing, they put me on defense
Mm.
because I wasn't scared to hit, but I wasn't like, you know, I guess my ball handling skills wasn't up to par. So then like that next year, I ended up playing like running back
Mm.
because all of us was fast. So
Yeah.
shoot, I was a real good running back, bro. Then the next year they put me at quarterback, and I thought that was what I was gonna play.
So how long did you play quarterback?
Man, so I was off and on at quarterback from probably fourth grade to like almost ninth, bro. I ain't even
Mm.
joking either. So like I played receiver most of the time, but like I always wanted to play quarterback. But
Heard
it
that.
was kind of weird because once I got to seventh grade, all how the little league was, everybody from different towns they playing against each other, like
And it.
Russell County,
Mm-hmm.
and they be lit.
Yeah. And
So
then.
we all getting on the same team. Some of us don't like each other. We've been
Mm.
playing against each other our whole life. So man, it'd be some dudes on the team. They'll be talking crazy, like, bro, you suck at quarterback. And I'm just like, bro, we at Russell County, we ain't really been winning. So I'm like, bro, they not finna blame me if we lose. So I'm finna
Yeah.
go to receiver. That's how I was.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So like, who was so? I know, like here you have your, because I forgot how it works there. Like, so here you have your sixth and your seventh or your seventh and your eighth grade teams. at Russell County, is it like two teams or is it one middle school team? I forget how it
So
works.
right now it's one middle school team. Shout out to them too, cause they winning like championship.
Mm,
Middle school lit right now. But back when we was in middle school, it was two teams. So you had a
mm.
seventh grade, then you had an eighth grade.
Okay, okay.
Get what I'm saying? Because we had that little league, so we had so many people playing.
Absolutely. But I remember, did you ever, okay, now, at what age did you stop wearing your Russell County youth football jersey to school? Because that used to be the staple. So
Probably
what,
like fifth grade.
by fifth grade?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So while we're, so seventh grade, we, obviously football. Were there any other sports outside of, like, do we play baseball, basketball, or anything else when we hit middle school?
So I played basketball and I ran a little track. I did hurdles.
So okay, I was always curious. How did Russell County have a track meets when they had that concrete track outside at the high school? Like, how did that work?
Oh, you talking
Yeah,
about
yeah, like
recently or back in the day?
no, I'm talking like you. So when we were coming up, right? You remember that like the track itself was like hard, solid
Yeah,
asphalt
asphalt.
concrete,
Yeah.
right? So did they have track meets there, or like were they always like on the road type shit?
Nah, we actually hosted our first track meet this year.
Really, they finally changed it up.
Yeah, so probably about 2 years ago they put down some track, some rubber.
Yeah, that's why. So okay, like no bullshit, right? And then I got another question I want you to vouch for me too. Like no bullshit. The track at our high school was like you're running on a road, like
Nah,
and like like a concrete asphalt road with like paint on it, nigga.
yeah.
Like so, like did that. But anyway, back to middle school. So like like I'm not gonna be the reason why we get blamed for losing because like it's hard not to lose with like at that time with at Russell County. Like because I'm gonna be honest with you, like I wanted to go to Kings to Central.
Yeah.
So like what was that move to receiver like? Like, are y'all still like? Are you looking now at the quarterback like, hey, bro, it's your fault, or like, are you like, how can we get better? Like, or like, what was it like being a warrior at that time in that environment?
Okay, so like growing up, my pops, they went to Chevalli.
Mm.
Chevalli got a different type of mindset than Russell County, if that
Yeah,
makes
facts. Oh,
like
my mama graduated from Chavala.
yeah. So like, Chevalli, Russell, all them, they was, back in the day, they were hella competitive.
Yup.
Like hella competitive. Like they didn't
Mm-hmm.
care where you was from. Us, on the other hand, like Russell County, they all, just growing up, they had like a loser mentality. So my pops used to always tell me, like, bruh, them people up the road, they ain't no better than you, bruh. They just got more research sources. And I mean, I always felt like it was true.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what motivated me the whole time.
Yeah. So, what was that seventh grade team like? Were y'all like competitive? Did y'all win like one or two games? Like y'all, did y'all at
We
least beat well, did y'all at least beat South Girard seventh grade?
we was competitive, um, but we didn't win a lot of games, if that makes sense.
I got you.
So it was
Like,
kind of like that, really, all the way till we got to high school. Like,
mm,
and I mean, we had a couple teams that should have went to the playoffs, but something bad happened and it just ruined the whole
mm.
fun.
So
Yeah.
okay, so I want to go seventh grade into eighth grade, right? So now you have that first year of wearing the arrow, the tomahawk on the helmet or the arrow on the helmet, right? What's it like that second year? Because that now you got a little bit of cachet. You know what the coaches are going to expect from you actually being a Russell County athlete. Because like you said, it's different when you're in that youth football program to that seventh grade. We're all like you from Pittsfield. I'm from Hurtsboro. I'm from Seal. I'm from Dixie.
Yeah.
I'm from Ladonia. Like when y'all are
Uh-huh.
all in that kettle pot of Russell County, like y'all made it that sixth grade year, but y'all are still on that youth football every Saturday. But now y'all did a full season together. Now y'all are coming to a off season as brothers heading into that eighth grade year. What was that year like?
So, like, that year, we was a little more competitive. We won a couple games, but we didn't win a lot, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. We won a couple, but it just was. I mean, we was meshing well together. but we had like a little seventh grade team that was pretty tough. Like the
Yeah.
boys was like the boys behind us, like they had a really good team, and they were
Mm.
good in little league too. So
Mm.
they kind of helped us get better as well because we practicing against them every day. So
It that's something I tell the kids up here. Like, bro, if you want to be like a good if you want to have a good upperclassman team, then
yeah,
you need your underclassmen to be good. So that
facts.
way they can push you in practice. So by the time you get to the game, it's nothing.
Yeah,
So eighth grade, the seventh grade team makes us better, right? We win a couple of games. Now, you know what it is. Some of y'all gonna go down the street, you know what I'm saying? Go to the school over here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say their name. I don't want to disrespect you because that's school that I want to go to. But you go your freshman year, RCHS. Oh, now I know one thing about the county. It's gonna keep talent, right? It might not be the most disciplined, like, cause you got people like to this day, the best football player that I've ever seen with my two eyes was Deontay Holt, and and
yeah,
that's
no,
like,
fact,
bro,
fact,
like because I have been in
fact.
Texas for 15 plus, and I've seen Ruben Owen. I played with a dude that went to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? But the best football player that I put my two eyes on, as
Yeah,
far as like shiftiness, speed, like that dude right there. You know what I
bro.
mean? So
I tell every look. I tell these kids that, and this is what I hate, like about you know just us being so bad. Like we still had some good talent. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I wish they would have just publicized it more, cause like Deontay Holt, bro, that man, like I'm not even joking, bro. I tell people to this day, like that's probably one of the best athletes I ever seen.
bro, pure athlete, and
I'm talking about he sub 11 in the hundred, like just
mm-hmm,
just a purebred athlete, bro. Could play corner and running back.
facts. So like that freshman year, like, cause freshman year, like, if I'm not mistaken, like, and some of these dudes could have left. If I'm not mistaken, that freshman year, if it would have been, let's say you make varsity, right? It would have been you, a Deontay, a Tavares, probably like a Rodney. Like, what is
Yeah,
like that? Like, cause like those are like, bro. To another name, fucking Tavares for no reason, big.
yeah.
Like if I could compare him to like a dude that reminded me for some weird reason of Randy Moss, just big, tall, and fast for no reason,
Long,
dog.
tall. Yeah.
Bro, cause he was on my team. But like anyway, so like what was it like that before the first game of our freshman? I'm finna like that's Deontay about to be my teammate.
All right, so I'm gonna flash back to my first spring, bro, because
Okay.
that's when you really go across the street.
Yeah,
So
I got to.
my first string, bro, they got okay, Ja'Cory Battle, he had quarterback.
Mm.
Uh, their receiver core was like that. They just was like all tall and fast. Like you had Buck, we call him Buck, Anthony Buchanan. He was
Yeah.
real fast. We had like a lot of good athletes. Deontay Holt, Streeter, like Darius Streeter,
Yup.
Balcom. Like we had some real deal dudes that I felt like, bro, like it's no way these dudes not going to college, bro. Like I even look at our kids now and I'd be like, bro, like I'm like, bro, if we had these resources that y'all had, bro, I swear, like we would have been good. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, we were just naturally born athletes, but the thing is, we had to work against so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, when I first got on the team, I'm looking at all these dudes. My first spring, I catch a little 5 yard out, streeter, knock my helmet off, like literally, like rock me. As soon as I turned the field,
Bow.
he like an 11th grader, so he been in high school.
Yeah.
Destroyed me, bro. I ain't fumble, but like I got up slow. First thing Coach White was like, "Hey, at least you ain't dropped the ball." Like all the little ninth graders laughing, but I'm like, shoot, I'm in the mix.
Hey, you know what's crazy? You got the right mindset. They over there, hey, bro, you got blew up. You like, bro, that's a starter over there. The coach just said, hey, freshman, good route, good job. That's all I took for it. I give me my helmet and a water bottle.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like But that's how my pops raised me. Like, bro,
Yeah,
you not like he kept it a buck with me. He was like, bro, you in ninth grade. Like, you got plenty of time to get better, but you got to get better.
man. Hell yeah, man. And so like, so we're like, oh, can do this over here. Take me through that. I want to hear about that first workout with the varsity before the season, like that eighth grade year, that spring going into ninth grade. I know they got y'all in the weight room with these grown oxen of 17 and 18-year-olds. Like, what is
You kind of buffering.
Jimmy? Is I'm
Yeah, you
buffering?
were buffering real quick.
Bet. I'll run it back. So, what was it like? So, the first practice, we got our block knocked off, right? You hear me? Yeah, I
Yeah.
see it now. So, what was that first like weight room workout like as a fresh, like going into that freshman year?
All right. So, like I said, we had a coach, Rico White, bro. Coach White was like swole Q dog. You feel me? Went to Alabama State, went to the NFL, like straight up dog of a
Yeah.
coach. Like great coach though, like for real. So Coach White had us in the weight room and we doing like these circuit style lifts where we
Mm.
like just getting to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm looking at, we ninth graders, so we ain't gonna be as strong, but we all in the same rack. Every day we had this little weight room, bro. Like now they got a bigger weight room. You know what I'm saying? Like weight room got about now probably got about 8 racks.
Mm.
But now, like back then, we had
Y'all
eight
still in
racks.
that? Y'all still in that little thing down the hill?
Yeah, we had the field house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like
Okay.
this the field house. Now they get ready for games there. Like it's no weights in there. You know what I'm saying? Just nice. Well, nicer than when it was when I was there, but bro, we in there getting to it like weight room hot, windows in there foggy, like, you know what I'm saying? The mirrors in there sweating. So like we getting to it.
Yeah.
But it ain't but maybe 40 of us max.
Mm.
So we got 40 players.
Sheesh. So that means we probably doing some double duty, both sides of the ball.
Everybody playing both sides. Like everybody got two positions.
Okay. So what was that? What was your defensive position?
I used to play like outside linebacker a little bit,
A little
but
bit.
I ain't never really get in the game. My ninth or my 10th grade year.
So football, are we on varsity our freshman year? Like,
I played a little JV, but our JV team wasn't really good.
yeah. So like, because Texas is different, right? So Texas, it has like a or your freshman team, your JV team, and then your varsity team. So it's like three squads. Like, is it two back home or is it?
See, it so at those bigger schools, it's like ninth grade JV
Yeah.
varsity.
Mm.
But now it's like with us, we just got a JV and a varsity. You know what I'm saying? Because back then we didn't have enough
Mm.
players where we could like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what's the first actual end game? Like, I know I'm getting. Like, take me through the first time out of the tunnel. Like, I'm getting action. Is that freshman year? Is it sophomore year? Like, I'm in the game plan. I got action, coach.
Oh, probably junior year.
Junior year, what
Yeah,
game?
what's crazy though, I didn't start the whole year because
Mm.
man, it was some lame junk happened, bro. Like it was just lame, bro. Like I ain't gonna tell you why I didn't start, but I should have started. I was supposed to start.
Obviously, we got PT. So like, what was that breakout moment for that junior year that like got you like that moment, like jump started and going?
All right, so I mean, like I said, I felt like I was supposed to be starring. Um, that summer, I was having a
Mm-hmm.
good summer. Reason why I didn't start is because I went on like a my folks like we go on a family vacation every year.
Oh
like
yeah,
every
I know
single
about
year,
them legendary family vacations.
every single year. Like
Mm-hmm.
we still do it to this day. So the thing that and I'm gonna say this, a lot of white coaches don't understand about black kids. If they parents say they gotta go, they gotta go. Like it ain't no
Oh,
spending the night. Yeah, so it ain't nothing you can do. So I had to go with my family. I
yeah.
get back, my spot gone. So, it
Mm.
is what it is. So we get to the season and we was having a really good year starting off because we had y'all class was loaded. Like,
Mm.
you had Shaq Talbert, Justin Mitchell,
Yep.
Deary Miles,
Were the
shoot.
were the
Uh
twins on that team? The
nah,
Mitchells?
BB and Rara then was like young. They was up under me. If that's who you talking about. Are you talking about Freddie and Frederick?
Yeah, the Mitchells. Cause it's
Yeah,
AJ
them boys.
LaPortia. Like, are they? Were they on that? Were they your
Okay,
class?
so they was in my class.
Oh yeah,
AJ
they're
was in
your
my class.
class, right? Okay, okay.
But what I'm saying, you like that class that you was in, they had some dogs. You feel me? So thing is, shoot, we started off like 3-1.
Mm.
All right, we playing Valley. No, we play Eufaula. And I ain't gonna lie, like Derry was our
Mm.
best player, like by far, best player. And Derry ended up getting knocked out the game like on some cheap shot jump. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you, it was dirty. Like, bruh, hit Derry while he was on the ground, concussed him. So he out for that game. He had to get carted like off. And then the next week, we playing against Valley. Early in the game, he tear his ACL.
Mm.
Feel me? So that in Derry's season, this is senior year. So after that, of course, this is our starting quarterback.
Mm.
Shoot, we probably lose every
Mm.
game after that. But I want to say my turning point was actually the game Derry tore his ACL in. That's what's crazy.
Damn it, boy.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. So I remember like they put in BJ Brooks and quarterback, and BJ he was like in 10th grade, but BJ played baseball, so he talented. Feel me? You know how our baseball teams be
Mm.
like that.
What
So they put him in, and
like what
shoot,
like
BJ just throwing me the ball.
what happened in that game for you? Like for that moment? You know what I mean?
Shoot, I had my first 100-yard game. We played against, like I said, we was going against Valley. Valley had these
Mm.
safeties,
You can say
bro. Like two of them.
no.
You said what?
That World County baseball is like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Russell County baseball team was fire. Like you already know that was loaded. So when they put BJ in, BJ, he just an athlete.
Who y'all playing that game?
Dude,
Valley or you follow?
Valley, we playing Valley. So this the week after he get knocked out the Eufaula game. So just imagine we 3-1. We
Actually,
lost the Eufaula. No, so
I was
we're
listening
three
to
and
your story.
one. Yeah, we're 3-1. We lost to Smith Station, but Smith Station was 6-8. We was 5-8. So it didn't matter. We lost Smith Station, but we won our first 3 region games. And like I said, Derry get knocked out the game against Eufaula, concussed. The next week, he tears ACL against Valley. So they put in BJ Brooks. We had, he an athlete, like a really good athlete, played baseball and stuff. So shoot, Valley had these little safeties that was going D1. Like they had a dude, he went to Auburn. They had another safety, he went to like Kentucky. And shoot, BJ just throwing me the ball. I probably had like 10 for a little over 100. And that's when I knew like, okay, I can be real good.
Sheesh. So
Yeah, hello.
you can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, look, yeah,
Can you
yeah. I can hear you a little, but it's just delayed.
Yeah, cause I'm looking at my like the playback, like you're like it's on my end. Oh, there we go. Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So the good part is you're loud and clear. They can hear you. That's what matters. They might not be able to hear me, but we can hear you clearly.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
bet. So like, what's the so how does we and like are we a consistent threat in the offense after that, or like how does the rest of the season go?
So after that, I kind of start coming into my own. Like I catch a couple first downs here and there. Just big plays and stuff every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I knew I could play. So like that senior year, I was real confident. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay. So what's the mindset heading into that senior year? Because that junior to senior year, that's a big jump for most athletes, especially like if we have like plans and goals of playing at the next level or even just going to college in particular, you know what I mean? So like what's that mindset like that summer going into the senior year? Like is it like yeah, you take it away. What's that mindset?
Uh, I mean, it's pretty much. I played three sports, so it was like, shoot, get a scholarship.
What sports?
Like, yeah, like so. I played basketball, ran track, and then played football.
Okay.
So that whole summer, I was hitting the weight room a little harder. Um, I had hit a growth spurt kind of late, so I hit a growth spurt like my 10th going into my 11th grade year. So
Yeah, I
I was
know it
probably
was a
about
late growth spurt.
yeah, I was probably like 6'3", probably about my senior year, probably about 200 pounds.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I still remember, like, I remember I was like scrolling Facebook one day and I was like, is this the same Brandon?
Yeah,
But,
that's what everybody said too.
like, bro, it was crazy because, like, you don't see growth spurts like that late and it's rare,
Yeah,
but it hit right on time. So, like, what was that senior season like?
I mean, for the most part, I played pretty good. I
Like,
probably
we
had
had the
about
mindset, get a scout, I think.
yeah, I probably had about let me think. See, because I only played. This was crazy. I only played 5 games my senior year. So I end up, yeah. So I get to that later. But
How you pull that off?
so yeah, so I had an injury. So my senior year, I the first game I didn't catch a ball. We played against Smith Station. I might have caught like one first down, but we had got destroyed.
Mm.
So the next 4 games, I kind of got off. Like I had scored probably 2 or 3 times
Who you playing?
uh, over the course of them next 4 or 5 games.
Okay.
Um, I probably hit over 100 twice because I hit over 100. We played Carroll, and I hit over 100. We played Central. I hit over 100 against Central my
Mm.
senior year.
That had to be a
So
fun one. Take nah,
yeah,
you're
but
not just gonna hit 100 on Central and we not gonna stop and talk about it. You got to take me through
I
that
wasn't the
Central
only
game,
one
bro.
though. That's what's crazy.
Bro,
On top.
so take me through that senior. I want to hear about the Central game.
So all right,
Oh, and
so
King, hold on, just for context, for those of y'all who don't know, King, like Central is like, how would you explain Central? Like, no, bro, don't disrespect Central by calling them a team that can't win state. Um,
I mean, I ain't gonna disrespect them. They're a good program.
Yeah, like
They
they're a solid program.
yeah.
They're like
They
a
they kind
DeSoto.
if I was to
They're in
compare
Phoenix
them to
City.
a college team, they like mm, it kind of give me Notre Dame vibes.
They're like a Notre Dame. They'll win every once in a while, but they're always Notre Dame.
Yeah, but they always good. They gon'
All right.
yeah. I,
So
say
take me
like
through
that.
that game, bro. Like, did we have was our towel on our left hip?
All right, so
Mascot alone.
um, I mean when it came to drip, bro, I thought I was Julio, bro. Like whatever Julio had on, bro, that's what I
Yeah.
had on. I was number
that boy
8.
had the, that boy had them big ass Under Armour cleats on.
No, this Julio when he was at Bama.
Ooh,
So
that nigga had them Nikes on.
so you gotta understand, like, so I had the helmet.
The
I won
dreads.
number 8. I ain't had no dreads then. But I just won number 8. And shoot, I would spat my cleats every game.
Mm.
Like I'm gonna spat every game. Like that was just a Russell County staple back then. You had to spat. No, this at the crib. So they came
Okay.
to us. But now I ain't gonna sit here and cap on them. Like they starting quarterback was out. They had
Mm.
Jonathan Wallace. I think he sat out that game.
Wait,
Um
the kid that went to Auburn?
yeah,
I'll talk about him another podcast.
yeah. So Wallace he sat out that game, but they had another quarterback named Cody Hughes. He was straight. Um I mean, shoot, they still beat us by probably about maybe 15 to 20 points. But like the first half, it was pretty competitive, like for the most part.
We worry about you and how you got your.
You said what?
I said we ain't worried about them. We worry about how you got your get off like Kendrick.
Oh, man, it was just, bro, like I just made a couple plays here and there. Like, I mean, it was some certain looks that they were giving us. Like, I remember catching like a couple corner routes on them. You know what I'm saying? Then I
Yeah.
had one sideline catch. Sideline catch was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I wish we would have had HD cameras. Like I'm leaning out of bounds, like scramble drill, quarterback
Mm.
throw that mug where like only I could get it. And I got these long arms, feel me? So I just stretched out. I'm like leaning, like
Mm.
I'm leaning on the sideline. Like when I say leaning, I'm talking about like almost parallel, like catch that mug. Yeah. And then I had scored like after that, scored
So
on the little corner route.
okay. So you so we go through senior year. So you said so how did we end up at Alabama State? Like
All right. So like I said, I ain't played but 5 games.
yeah.
So I ended up getting hurt in practice.
Mm.
We ain't had no business tackling, bro. And we out there tackling and competing, and I ended up getting hit in my leg, hyperextending it.
Here,
And
say it again.
then
You
that
buffered real quick. Say it again.
I got hit in my leg and my leg was, hyperextended. So
Mm.
I didn't tear nothing luckily, but I ended my like high school game like week 6. So after that, shoot, I ain't had no scholarships, but my cousin, Justin Mitchell, he was already at Alabama State.
Mm.
So
Oh.
he I made a little highlight tape. My highlight tape ain't had but 5 games on there, but I mean
Mm.
it's good. It's good tape if you look at it because I was on kickoff too. I used to make every tackle on kickoff, like every single one.
See,
So I
hey, that's how you stand out, bro. It's not
Yeah,
about
so
where you
like
stand out.
I pretty much my highlight tape was receiver or kickoff my senior.
Mm.
So I had like a good little tape. He put it in the coach's hands, like literally put it in his hands and said, "Watch it." And
Hey,
so
you
when
got
he
to buffer
watched
for
it,
a second.
oh, he put like basically Justin Mitchell put my highlights in the coach's hands because we didn't have no huddle.
Yeah.
Like we
Is your
had
camera in your
TDs.
hand?
Yeah, you said what?
There you go.
All right, so like I said, my cousin, he knew the coaches there because he played there.
Yeah.
So he put the highlight in the coach's hands and was like, "Hey, like, watch the tape." So they watched it. They reached out. They was like, "Yeah, we want you to walk on," because they had ran out of scholarships at this point.
Mm.
So I didn't play basketball, did all that. Um, but it's like late in my senior year. So they're like, you can come walk on or whatever. So I just went and walked on. That's how I got there.
So, what's it like for a collegiate athlete or on scholarship? What is that lifestyle like? Go to Alabama on a full ride scholarship, or go to Ohio State on a full ride scholarship. If that don't work out, I'm talented enough to hit the portal. Like, what is that walk on grind like?
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I still be like reminiscing. I'll be like, bro, how did I even do that shit? Cause like basically when I first got there, bro, like the coaches,
It's like you put your phone like freeze a little, like from the top again.
like basically I'm just like wondering like how did I even do that jump?
Yeah,
So like I said, I get to Alabama State, bro. I'm a regular student. Like coaches see me, they ain't even speaking. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
sheesh.
yeah, like I ain't even joking now. I'm serious because they don't know me, so I
Yeah,
get it. Um, I ain't have a room when I first got there. Like it was a lot of stuff. Like the football players was getting rooms. They had told me to come to summer school, and yeah, basically I ain't never get on the team. So probably August, Coach Barlow was like, shoot, they gonna do a little tryout or whatever, like for the walk-ons. So I'm like, shoot, I got this whole summer. If I could get around these boys like they play football and actually work out and stuff, I'm gonna
yeah.
be straight. So like every time they was on the field, I used to hit the field, but I wasn't on the team, if that makes sense. So when I finally got on like to try out, all I did was run a 40.
What did the clock say?
I mean, I was probably about 210 then, so I ran like a smooth 4.5.
That'll
So
get
I'm
it.
like
That'll get it
six.
done.
I'm 6'4", like 210 at this point. So like I'm really a receiver. And I'm really good. It's just, I mean, I went to Russell County, got
Yeah,
hurt. So
yeah,
it just like I'm just being honest.
yeah.
So I get out there. Like I said, I ran the 40. Shoot, coach pulled me off. He said, I seen your film, like you good. So I go out there, I walk on, and that transition was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So what was that like? Okay, so we do our tryout, we make the team. We've been like on the field like when they've been working out, but like what's that first bruh, I'm practicing at Alabama State right now. Like what's that moment like?
So it's probably like week 9 of their season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty much out there like they done gave me pass, all this. So I'm out there like they done threw me on scout team. I gotta read a card. That's where I'm at. So, I'm out there in the mix. As soon as I get out there, they throw me the ball, I drop it.
God damn it.
So I'm just like, damn, like these folks gonna think I suck.
Hey,
But it was just I had not played football in like almost like a year and a half.
yeah. Cause you had the injury and then like it's week 9 of their season. So it's injury, rehab, and then it's let me make sure I can do football after rehab. Now it's practice. Okay, football. Oh, like you working on
Yeah.
everything but
So
catching a
I
football.
drop it. And you know how it is in college, them boys like they talking. They like, man, that
Mm-hmm.
boy ain't there. Like talking. So after that, they end up throwing it to me again. I catch it. And after that, it was just like, okay, I just got used to scout team over the course of
Yeah.
time. Like just practicing with them boys, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get hit, but it's like it's the same. It's football. So I'm catching the ball, just getting hit, just looking like I'm in the mix now.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So what is like what is that sophomore year in college? Like are we still like a walk on? Are we preferred walk on? Have we earned partial scholarship? Like what's that like?
Nah, so that spring, I end up doing good enough to come back during the spring.
Mhm.
Uh, Now the spring, I'm probably like third string because we had like a senior that was pretty good. Then we had another dude. He was a junior. He wasn't as good as the senior, but I kind of, and this is my dog. Like I ain't gonna put his name out there. Like
Yeah.
we cool, but I kind of was looking at him like on some shark in the water type jump.
Absolutely. Ain't no friends in this.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I ain't probably ain't gonna start over this senior because this senior good and he's strong and bruh good dude. His name
Yeah.
Justin Robinson. Bruh was like that. So and he like a team leader kind of. So it's just like, nah, I'm
Yeah,
not
you
taking
gotta leave
his,
him alone. His
I'm
spot's
like, I'm
safe,
not
bro.
taking his jump, but I'm just trying to get on the bus because FCS D1AA, you gotta make the bus.
Oh, so okay, wait. So explain that to us. Like some of us weren't fortunate enough to be on walk on teams.
All
Like
right,
what
so
is make the bus?
so
Like
basically you might have 100 people on your team.
mm-hmm.
But if you got a away game or a home game, everybody don't dress out.
Mm.
So you got like I forgot what the number was. It was like a 60, 53, one of them, but they gotta pretty much them the ones that dress out.
So okay, now I got a question, right? If they have roster limits in collegiate football as well, why they allowing two people to wear the same number on both sides of the ball?
They only do that for like okay, the FBS
Yeah.
teams like Bama, they can bring more to the games. It's just the
Mm.
FCS. So you
Okay,
got
okay.
like
That's funny.
the FCS schools like Incarnate Word,
Yeah.
Sam
Like,
Houston used to be
okay,
uh
I got you.
schools like that.
Hmm. So sophomore year, we see shark in the water. We like, hey, bro, I'm about to take your jump. So, did you take dude's spot?
Um, yeah, I ended up taking it. So basically, what happened? It was kind of neck and neck, but then that fall came. So the fall, I was on some. I had did my whole first off season. I done got back in the groove. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all these one on ones and stuff,
Facts.
and my body type is the perfect two tight end. Like you know how
Mm.
you have like the one tight end that blocks, then you got the tight end
Oh
that
yeah. You
run routes and catch and stuff. So I was that tight end then. So I would be all over the field. So I'm getting confident. I can run. So it's just like, yeah. So I ended up during the fall, I'm out there like making plays, like legit making plays. So
there you
like
go.
our head coach, Coach Barlow, he looking like him, like this kid coming out of nowhere. And every day he's saying like different stuff about me in the team meetings and stuff. So I knew like, okay, I can mess around and like be the two tight end. Cause but we ended up recruiting a dude named Wendell Archie. He was good. Like
Mm.
bro was wrong. He was from Mobile. He he had like out of high school, I'm surprised he didn't go to Troy, but he had like Troy offers, like five, cold. You know what I'm saying? Went
Yeah.
to the same high school Ron Williams went to.
Mm.
So he kind of pushed me a little bit because it was just like, okay, they bringing this dude in a year behind me. He on scholarship, so he was low key getting more reps than me at the time. But it was just like, bro, I was just maximizing mine. Like,
Made yourself undeniable type shit.
yeah, like every time they get in, quarterback throw me a seam, I'm catching it, like catching it.
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, he looking at me like, damn, who the fuck is this dude? So that's how I got on the field. Really.
Plans right now. So, did we get any game action our sophomore year?
Yeah, heck yeah. So I caught like sophomore year, I caught like 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
But that's the only 3 catches I had the whole year.
That's great. So, do you remember 'em?
Yeah, they was all on the same play. We used to run this little boot, like this outside zone, like we faked the outside zone to like the right, because he knew I could catch better. Our coach was kind of smart, like he knew our body type kind of,
Yeah.
so he knew what angles we was better at, if that makes sense.
Wow.
So, and he just naturally knew it. So basically, I just fake like I'm blocking backside and then just leak into a corner.
That little delayed corner. I hate that route, bro. My brother always kills me with that on NCAA.
Yeah,
So freshman and sophomore year, we're building confidence. Okay,
yeah.
got our three tutties out the way our sophomore year. Do you know how many yards we put up our sophomore year?
I have no clue.
That we
But
put
my
up.
longest touchdown was probably about 30 yards.
I'm still impressed. I've tweeted. So what's it like now after sophomore year? We spot solidified now, or we scholarship at this point?
Okay, so late in the sophomore year, senior gets mad at the coach.
Oh no.
And he ended up getting injured during the year.
Hmm.
So that kind of gave me a little leeway. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like, okay, he get injured like week 4. So I done started like for 4 straight games. I catch my first touchdown the first game I start.
Mm-mm.
So after that, I'm just like, shoot, man, yeah, like it's on. You know what I'm
He
saying?
he he
He
cracked the door and he ran right through it type shit.
Yeah, so he gets back, and he starts, but our coach had got used to me and Wendell playing. So he
Mm.
started running this little system where we would go in, like it was like a personnel grouping where we would go in.
Mm.
So like I remember like he had the senior had ended up getting mad or whatever, like at coach. And this ain't had nothing to do with me, it was just something else. And so after that, shoot, I was starting from there all the way till I finished pretty much.
Nice. And I'm trying to see when they gave you the scholarship because
Oh, they didn't give me the scholarship till like my junior year, and this was a whole different coach. Yeah.
wow. So because again, like for like people that are watching that are probably getting possibly getting recruited or whatever, like once you're finally on campus, like how does one go about earning a potential scholarship like while they're on campus? Like is it like just impressing the coach? Is it like how do
I
you do it?
mean, at the FBS level, well, FCS, my bad. You have, like FBS got way more scholarships than
Yeah.
FCS. So you pretty much, it's hard to get a scholarship at FCS. Like if you don't have one,
Mm-hmm.
because the thing is, you understand they got a certain amount of scholarships. They probably already got that junk covered pretty much every single year. Then they trying to actively out recruit you every year. You know what I'm saying? It was no transfer portal then, none of that.
Mm.
Because if it was, I could have probably transferred.
Yeah.
But thing is, I'm really stuck here. Like it was like a
Mm.
rule that said, like, hey, if you basically try to transfer, you got to sit out of here. It's like crazy. So that's why people didn't transfer back in the day. So thing is, my junior year, which is like my red shirt sophomore year playing, I ended up kind of having a really good year, but I ain't had no touchdowns on some
Mm.
crazy jump. I just had a lot, like couple
Like
yards, no touchdown.
mm.
So thing is, I'm making plays, like I'm the solidified starter, but we just ain't had no scholarships open. So yeah, I got to a point where I'm pretty much telling my coach, like, hey, I got to get on scholarship, bro. Like, something got to give because it's like dudes behind me, they on scholarship, and I don't even have a scholarship. I'm playing out here every week, and I got to pay for school.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. So we ended up, our coach ended up getting fired. Coach Barlow ended up getting fired. And I hate it because Coballo was a really good coach. Like, he really was at Alabama State. Probably the best to ever come through there right now. But, like, Yeah, they fired him, and now I'm like, damn, I'm back to square one because we get a
Sheesh.
whole new coach. And when we got the new coach, he had put me on partial. Like Barlow did try to help me. Like he put me on partial.
Yeah.
So I was on partial for like a semester. So the thing is, I still gotta earn some more scholarship money. So we get this coach from Bethune Cookman in Florida. They had won like 4 championships. And Coach Jenkins, he like a drill sergeant. Like this man do not BS. Like at all. First 10 minutes we was there, he had kicked the All American off the team. Like soon as he got there.
That's wild.
So this man ain't playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we get out there and during the workouts, I'm killing the workouts. Like, cause I had told him as soon as I met him, we sat down and I said, Coach, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been starring for 2 years and I've been trying to get a scholarship. Like I'm not on scholarship. And even though he's a drill sergeant, Coach Jenkins was like, we'll see how you do this semester when I work y'all out this off season, and we gonna let you know if you're gonna get put on scholarship. I said bet. So that whole spring I'm in there
Mm.
grinding, like
Clanging and
real
banging.
every day, bro. Like we running sprints, I'm in front, like I'm really trying to
Get your
get the scholarship.
scholarship. Like I'm not bullshitting right now with you.
Yeah. So spring, I had a real good spring. Like I'm, yeah, man amongst boys. Like I look different. So after the spring, Coach Jenkins was like, "Yeah, I need every football player there during summer because he want us to go through the summer strength conditioning. That's voluntary, but you know how they say like when it's voluntary, it ain't.
Volunteer.
Yeah.
Hey, we got volunteer workouts. Let's see.
So,
Bars didn't show up.
but the thing is, like for some reason, bro, something told me not to enroll in summer school, and I really couldn't afford it. So I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm not gonna go to summer school.
Mm-hmm.
So that summer, my mom probably gets sick maybe a week before I would have had to go back to summer school anyway.
Mm.
Yeah. So like my mom got sick, she ended up passing away that summer.
Mm.
Yeah. So when I got back to school that fall, I had already been working out because I ain't like no. I'm one of them people you don't have to motivate to
Yeah.
work out. I'm gonna work out. I still work out. So um I had to train the whole summer, just like normal, like I'm finna get ready to play. So even after she passed, I still was working out. I'm like, man, I gotta go back and play. Like, I know she's not gonna want me not to get my degree
Yeah.
or, stuff like that.
That's the first.
So
That's the main thing she was gonna want you to get is that degree.
yeah. So I had to go back to school. And when I went back, surprisingly, I was in shape. Like, dudes was like, damn, like you in good shape. And I'm like, bruh, I've been working. Like, I know my mom died, but that's like I can't stop. You feel me? Like I
Yeah.
got to do it. So I'm in shape and I got surprised with the scholarship then.
Mm.
Yeah. They we had a team meeting, probably the first team meeting, they put me on scholarship.
Mm. So what was that like? I want to hear that meeting. Like they know about he just lost his mom, but like he side note, he been working his ass off, right? Like was it like a before we get out of here, Brandon, I need you to come to the front. Like what was that moment like?
Nah, he said something about he wanna like start a new tradition at our school where we give a player a scholarship.
Mm.
And I'm just sitting there, 'cause I'm just like, man, I ain't been in summer school like this. Like
He
you
like, who
basically
is he
like,
talking to? Like, you wait
yeah,
for my
but it's like at the same time, it's like, bro, I ain't been on scholarship this long, so I'm
yeah.
not expecting one, but I know I deserve one, so I'm gonna be a little mad if it ain't me. So I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting like front row. 'Cause I used to sit in the front, and we had like a teen mom. She started crying.
Oh,
So I'm just like, I kind of knew it with me then. So he called me. He was just like, yeah, you on scholarship. I kind of broke down a little bit, but it wasn't like that crazy.
yeah. That's a beautiful moment. And that was going. That was at the end of your junior year, going into your senior year.
Nah, this is like going into my junior
Going
year
into your junior. Okay,
on the field. Yeah.
so we get Scully. We deal with loss of mom. Like, what's that junior year like? Do we come out of the gates hot? Are we
Yeah,
strong?
I went stupid that year. I ain't gonna lie. I had
Right.
a really good year that year. Um, I just know I ain't had no drops right the whole year. Uh, I just had a good year, like
Solid
good
year.
productive year. Like
Okay.
that's probably the most productive year I had. It wasn't like my stats weren't never like crazy, crazy, but what I'm saying, I was like one of them type dudes. I'm probably gonna get about 2 or 3 catches a game,
Yeah. But
but
it's
they
gonna
gonna
be an impactful 2 catches.
like when I say impactful, it's gonna be like either a big third down, it's gonna be probably like a 30, 40 yard game, something like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we have a good junior year. Heading into our the off season of our junior year, as a is is it just focused on degree in senior year, or are we? Hey, NFL might be not like a shot, but like it's over the horizon, maybe. I
All
mean,
right, so the first time I knew I was gonna go to the NFL was like my sophomore year. I ain't gonna lie to you,
mm,
cause we had a coach, my receiver coach at the time. His name was Coach Andy Follett, little small, bald headed white dude,
mm,
funny dude. So Coach Follett, he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, you're going to the NFL." I used to say that, John. And he said to my teammates too, like, bro, he's going to the NFL. Like, he's gonna.
we lost you for like a millisecond, like right when you said what your coach told you.
No, he just said straight up, like, you're going to the NFL.
Mm.
And
So
I never was cocky. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised like that. I'm
yeah,
like, you know, you really think I can go? And I'm just. He's like, yeah. So he told my mom that, like, before she died, like, told her that.
mm,
So like, thing is that next year like I said, we get a whole new set of coaches. Now the coach at the time that I had, he's at Georgia Tech right now. He's like the chief of staff.
mm,
But Coach Ely, he came in, and this was like the dude that kind of got me mentally and schematically right, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Like
Taught you how to be a football player,
like
not
a
just an
tight end,
athlete. Yeah, like
a
taught you how to
real
play
tight
the
end.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't no you finna just go out here and catch the ball. No, you finna block. Your footwork finna be right. Like you finna
Mm-hmm.
hand placement, all that. So, when he first came in, like that junior year, like I said, he was like a drill sergeant. So I kind of got better at blocking the junior year. Now, fast forward to the senior year, it was more so, okay, so that off season after the junior year, that was, like I said, that was my most productive year. And I got a lot better as the year came on as a blocker.
Yeah.
Because that's what the NFL want to see. Like, if you gonna play tight end, you need to be able to block. Like that's just straight up. So that spring, I'm having a monster spring, like monster spring, every single day, and I'm not even joking. Every time a scout came in the building, I was talking to them.
Mm.
We having like they're talking to me. So at this point, I know like I'm going to the NFL. Like it is nothing gonna stop me from going. So we get in the spring, and I start having these crazy knee pains in my right
Mm.
knee, like crazy knee pain. And it might have stemmed from me getting hurt in high school. I don't know. But I ended up tearing my patella tendon. I ended up rupturing it during the
Mm.
spring, like right before the spring game. So this like April of going into my senior year. And like patella tendon rupture, that junk ain't normal. Like
Yeah.
people don't understand. Like that's almost, I would say that's worse than like it's up there with, it's worse than ACL. I
Yeah.
truly believe it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you gotta understand, you like your tendon in your knee, like the scar like
Mm-hmm.
this big.
Yeah.
So
I got one too. I got one right here.
yeah, so the thing is, you got to get your quad back, all that.
Yup.
Like, you gotta, and then you can't bend your leg at all for probably the first 2-3 months. Like, so people don't even understand how hard it was to come back. I came back in like 7 months, bro, and I was not supposed to like come back that fast. So my whole senior year, I'm pretty much playing injured,
One
like,
leg. Got to get it in.
like because the thing is, my coach explained it to me, like Coach Ely. He was just like, "You're not gonna get the ball like that this year. Like we're not gonna even. They know you can catch. We're not gonna showcase that. But you need to get ready for like, pretty much like
Can you
I had to.
pull? Can you set the edge on this run game?
Yeah, like I'm becoming a blocker. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? So I didn't mind it because I'm out there playing, and I did have some big plays my senior year. Like I done had some catches where I went for 50 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But thing is, I had became like a impactful blocker. Like people
Mm.
know, like I'm moving folks out the way. So thing is, that's how I became a factor. So I just took that and kind of ran with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So now I'm showcasing I'm a complete tight end. So I finished that year. Uh, I had like one touchdown, but I felt like I had a decent year. But as far as blocking, I had a really good year.
Oh, yeah. So did you have to? Because I know coming from Phoenix City and Crawford, like you have like a rough, gotta go get it mindset. But like, do you think that like your journey is like just what happened in your senior years? Like went from pretty and rainbows and catching the football to, hey, bro, now we got to get down and dirty and make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, because like so because a lot of tight ends and like a lot of like you ask a receiver, hey bro, first of all, you're not gonna play receiver. We're gonna put you at tight end. That's step one. Where like most receivers like no, put me at DB, right? Secondarily, didn't you tell me I just had my career year? Now I'm not gonna get the football. Like a lot of people can't. Like how were you able to have that mindset of just all right, whatever, coach, let's just get it in. Like,
I probably say God, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
cause like, bro, like you get what I'm saying though, right? Like let's look at this from a holistic standpoint, right?
Yeah.
We
Hold on
walk.
1 second. Let me get
Go
my
for it.
charger.
Go for
It's
it. Go
right
for it.
here. But yeah, what was you saying?
I was saying, holistically, right? Let's just look at it.
Yeah.
Freshman year, we walk on, right?
Right.
Sophomore year, we're not on scholarship.
Yeah.
Junior year, we had to, hey, bro, I'm working my ass off. Can you put me on scholarship to get the scholarship,
Right.
right? Senior year, we rupture our patella tendon going into the season. Somehow, by the grace of God, make it back. And then coach says, hey, son, hey, that was a great job. You busted your behind in the gym. You came back after a near career-threatening injury. Now, hey, we know that you play a skill position and you're not gonna get to football. And these NFL but at this coach just said, hey, I'm going to the NFL, and you like, bro, like I can't score, like I need touchdowns to go there. You know what I mean? It's like how does one like just that's a lot, bro.
You want me to be real with you?
Bro, I've known you since you was this tall.
Stats. Like, and I learned this though. I learned this over time, bro. It ain't about the numbers, bro. It's about what you put on tape.
Mm. Are
Like
you cooking
seriously.
this DB in the route? Are you locking up your assignment on the block?
So like I say this, half of it wasn't, he wasn't literally saying I wasn't gonna get the ball. He was just saying like, hey, like you got to become a blocker. Like that's what we need.
So instead of like, it wasn't a more of like I don't want to get you the ball. He's like, I want to get you this motherfucker, but I got bigger plan. Like we got bigger plans for you.
See, so
Next
I
level
would
of
say
thinking.
this. It was kind of like that. And on top of that, it would be some situations where they knew I had sure hands.
Mm.
So I remember games where like I think we played against Arkansas Pine Bluff and we needed like a it was like third and like 17.
Mm.
And they had been like coming back. They pretty much we can't stop their offense. They getting on a run. So it's late in the game, probably like a minute left. And we on like our 20, 30-yard line. And we need this first down because it's like we get this first down, we can win this game.
Yeah.
But if we punt this ball back to
They
these
gonna
folks,
score.
they gonna score. Like
Yeah.
we can't stop them. Shoot, them boys, hey, we need you boys. Hey, we coming to you. So like I already know, like,
What
okay,
was the route? I know you know the route. What was the route?
see, just like
It's like
something
my
simple.
specialty, bruh.
Yeah, so like I get a first down, ball game. Like I already know ball game.
Oh yeah.
But like, so I still made big plays, but it just was not like I wasn't the go-to guy.
Yeah. So senior year wraps up, right?
Yeah.
Is it all right? Do we still have that same confidence? I'm for sure going, or is it now like I had this injury? I don't know so much. Like, what is that like? Like, are we Senior Bowl invitee? Like, what is that after senior year? Like, what is
Okay,
that like?
so we went to. I still had that confidence because
Okay.
once I got probably late on in the year, you understand I'm already ahead of the curve. Luckily, I didn't get injured.
Mm.
I didn't re-injure it, so
Yeah.
my leg had got strong. You feel me? Like, so this is like probably about 8, 9 months post injury. So it's January. So you got like little showcases. So the knee, it still bothered me a little bit, but I was good enough where I could like still do everything.
Yeah.
I just had to go to treatment. Like, gotta go to treatment. So we get to this showcase in Virginia, little HBCU All-Star game. Now it's the one that's in like New Orleans. It's way bigger now. I get in the game, like the little practices, because that's what matters. They don't care
Yeah.
what
I
you
don't
do.
care about the game.
The
Like,
the practices. So we out there, and, I go to Alabama State. Grambling had just won a championship, so everybody like Grambling got the guys, but people didn't understand. Scouts coming to Alabama State every day. Like
what?
I'm not joking, because we legit got talent there. So the thing is, me and we had a tackle. Our left tackle was a draft pick. Like our left tackle got drafted like 6th round.
Mm.
He's from Valley, so I know him since high school. So this dude, he ended up coming to the showcase after he left like this other big showcase, the NFL Gridiron, whatever.
Mm.
I think it's in Texas, but he left there and he balled out. He a draft pick, so he come to our game, the HBCU game, and it kind of pubbed for us. You get what I'm saying? So pretty much, soon as we walk in, scouts coming to us like, yeah, we know who y'all are, such asking us information, all that. So like all I gotta do now is don't do anything to
That's
hurt
my
myself.
cousin.
As far as like, you just don't want to do nothing to like hurt your chances of going to the
Yeah.
league. You don't want to put no bad tape out there, no bad times. And a lot of times we go to the HBCU showcases, they want you to run a 40. And my agent had already told me, don't run no 40, don't do no bench press, don't do no broad jump. No, don't do none of that. You gonna go train, then you gonna do that.
Heard
So
that.
all I did was one-on-ones.
Mm.
Nobody could like, and I'm just being real, nobody could guard me at the thing. Like the whole showcase. Nobody.
So we crushed this showcase. What's that like? What like so what like? Now I'm curious like what the actual like process of like the so your agent who controls like your NFL. Yeah, at what point did you sign an agent? Is it like immediately after the season's over? Is it like once you decide like when does the agent become a factor?
Agent signed soon as the season over. So probably
Mm.
like a week or two after, like right before I graduated in December.
Yeah.
So when I graduated, I was like talking to agent then.
So like, do you have to? Is it more of like you reaching out to agents, or are they like like this like the school set like the football program set like those meetings up, or like you find them? Like, how does that work?
So I had a coach named Chad Lucas. He coaches at Florida right now. Coach Lucas, he from kind of where I'm from.
Yeah.
So he's from Tuskegee.
Oh, okay.
So he always like jokes and play with me and stuff like that. But he always looked out, like real solid dude. So Coach Lucas was like, "Hey, I got an agent for you, bro." He just said it just like that. He was like, "Bro, this dude ain't gonna mess you over. He a good dude." Like he was my agent. I said, "Okay, let me talk to him." So yeah, that was my agent my whole career.
I
Man,
heard
Earl
that.
Lewis, solid dude.
So like, and then like when you're in like a combine setting, because like a lot of people think it's just like the national combine in Indianapolis that draftees go through.
Nah,
Like so, like agents are like genuinely telling you like are all the events optional for all the athletes, or is like how does that process work? Like
so the combine. Now I was like my senior year. I still, even though I was hurt and stuff like that, I was definitely a still top HBCU prospect, probably
yeah,
top three HBCU prospect that year. So the thing is, um, you know, they had the combine invites. Now I wasn't really upset that I didn't get invited to the combine, like, because I really, I've been an underdog my whole life. I'm really just blessed to even be talking about the NFL, like seriously. So
yeah,
I'm looking at it like that. So we get, you know, I find out I ain't get no combine invite. I really literally didn't care. So I
yeah.
was just like, okay. I mean, I got a pro day in April, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Well, March at the time. So from January to March, I go to Florida. My agent sent me to Florida at Bommarito's. It's like a training facility, kind of like Exos and all that stuff. So they had some legitimate training. It's down there in Miami. So every day you might see. One day I see Jarvis Landry in there. One day I see Odell in there. You know what I'm
Sheesh.
saying? Like Frank Gore used to train in there all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we out there, we seeing all these pros train. We're training with the pros. Like they seem pretty cool. So at this point, I just got to test good.
Yeah.
Now my knee's still kind of bothering me, but we got the little thing that basically like you can use to recover. So they already knew about my knee. They had a plan for it. So by the time I got like to pro day, pretty much you gotta follow the plan. They
Okay.
literally tell you trust the process. Cause like when you first start, your numbers ain't gonna be where you want, of course. So that whole training, they gave us food. I didn't eat nothing else. Ate the food that they gave me. Uh, I didn't really go out down there for real. Like I was literally for them 3 months, I was locked in. So I probably never been, but it's like, bro, I got a chance to like go to the league. I have to like focus. You feel what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying?
worth it. The reward, the potential reward, is worth more than what you're potentially gonna
Yeah.
see out there in the streets.
Like I didn't even have a car down there. Like the only place I'm serious. The only time I would leave, and I ain't gonna act like I ain't never go nowhere, but I probably went somewhere maybe 4 times the whole 3 months I was there.
Yeah.
And I'm literally like getting in cars with other players that stand like where we were staying at and riding to the facility.
Locked all the way in.
Yeah. So like I had got down to like less than 10% body fat. Like I was looking like a different dude. So by the time pro day hit, like I already knew my numbers. I was gonna hit them.
So take me through pro day. Like that morning we wake up, is it normal breakfast? Are we like nervous? Because now like this is like, yeah, we did all these, but like this right here is a day like probably most like athletes make or break day is their pro day. Like, yeah, your combine's cool. You can don't run this, but like you better like Abdul Carter better kill his pro day. You know what I mean? But what's that moment? Like you wake up, like take me through pro day.
So pro day like that morning. I mean I ain't really eating that crazy. I probably ate like some fruit and like a omelet or somewhere from somewhere, but um, that whole day I was kind of nervous. Like I ain't gonna lie to you,
Yeah.
because it was just like, damn, that's a big interview. So I just gotta like
Facts.
crush this junk. Feel what I'm saying? And the whole time, really, like you know what you gonna do on your vert. Like I knew my vert was good enough. I knew my broad was good enough. Like I knew the L drill, I was gonna kill that because I had prepared. But
Yeah.
at 40, you really don't know what that 40 gonna be. And then the bench. The bench, that's what scares you the most. Cause it's like you
Mm.
might hit 16 reps in, your last time testing, but you might hit 20 the day because that's what happened. So like I hit 16 before I left. Mind you now, I had worked out and did everything before that.
Yeah.
So I'm not even thinking about, I just did a full workout. I'm thinking about, man, I hit 16 reps and I'm mad. So I need 20, like I need over 20 or 20 at least. I got
Yeah.
long arms, but if I get 20, that's a great number. Because now it's like I'm a real deal blocking and tight end
Yeah.
slash I can do whatever. So I get out there and I end up hitting 20. I hit 20. And what's crazy, I probably could hit more, but I felt like my arm was finna like tweak. So I just put it up
Yeah.
at 20. I was just like, I'm straight.
Now
Like
we
that's a
got my
good,
20. I got my good 20.
great number. You feel me? So the 40 come, I ended up running like 4.6. I ran 4.6. It was a solid 40. I was 255 at the time. So
Yeah. 4'6" at 255.
yeah, so that
That
I wasn't even tripping. I was like, yeah,
he can
great.
block and he can move a little bit. Sound
Right.
like a winner to me.
So now I'm considered a real wide tight end.
Yeah.
Like that's one of them tight ends like Kittle. Like they do both.
Like a Gronk, Kittle.
Yeah.
I got you. So we have a good showing at our pro day. We it's now I'm guessing turning April. Draft is coming up. Do we have it? Like, are we as agent said? All right, Brandon. Third round, we're expecting a call from this team. Fifth round, we're expecting this. Like, what was like? He was like, "Bruh, go ahead and just go do your thing." Or like,
Nah,
what was?
so after pro day, I took a couple visits, like a couple draft visits. But every visit I took, they looked at my knee.
Mm. So like, what's an NFL pre-draft visit like when they? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring you in. They're gonna look from up to down, spin you around, upside. Like what's that
So
moment like?
so they're gonna do that. They're gonna bring you in, you're gonna meet all the coaches, you're gonna meet with the OC, probably the your position coach. Now certain teams they'll run you through like little tests, like say like, just to see how you handle the playbook and stuff like that. So when after the draft visits, you kind of got an idea of what teams want you, because
Mm.
the coach just going like my coach, my tight end coach was Al Golden. I don't know if you know who Al Golden is, but he was Notre Dame's defensive coordinator last year, and
Okay.
then he's the D coordinator for the Bengals right now. But he used to coach in Miami. He used to wear the ties and
Yeah,
stuff.
I got you.
So this dude, he like I say, he's my tight end coach. So when I first met him in Detroit at my draft visit, he put me through tests and all this. Then he came down to Alabama State and gave me a workout,
Mm.
private workout. Like flew down there, and I was just like, damn, this dude really he rocking with me. So draft comes, and my agent pretty much saying like, you like a projected 6 to undrafted free agent,
Yeah,
but you going to the league. So
that's all you needed to hear.
yeah, I didn't care. Like I knew I wasn't going first round. I'm just watching the draft just to see who the hell going first round. So
Do you
day
remember
two
who
come,
the? I'm sorry. Do you remember who the first pick in your draft class was?
I have no clue.
What year
But
was it?
my draft class from a tight end standpoint was loaded. Like Kittle was in my
I
class.
was just about to say that. I was like, I feel like you were the Kittle draft class.
Yeah, that was the best tight end.
Sheesh.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like if I would have came out earlier, like just say if my time was kind of weird because they was like transitioning from those Kittle type tight ends to the Travis. Like we just want guys
Mm-hmm.
that can catch, you know. So thing is, like my draft class, like I said, was deep. Like, it was really
Let's
deep. So
see.
from a tight end standpoint, so I kind of looked at it like, you know, dang, this is a deep class. But the fact that I'm going to the league, like this might be one of the best tight end classes ever. I could probably say I was a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Like,
see. Yep, this is the 2017
yeah,
draft class.
mhm,
You had Jake Butt,
yep,
David Njoku, Evan Ingram, Gerald
yep,
Everett, OJ Howard, Adam Shaheen, Bucky Hodges, Jonnu Smith, Jordan Leggett, uh, George Kittle.
yeah. Like if you hear these
Uh,
names, like these are some
yeah, those are
legitimate.
names, bro. Like that's a hell of a class.
And then you gotta understand, I want to say Knox was in our class too from the Bills because
Dawson
he was,
Knox, he
yeah, because the thing is, he went. I think he went undrafted.
Dawson Knox has been in the league since 2017
That's what I'm saying. Like tight
because
end class
Josh
was deep.
Allen was drafted. That's the Josh Allen draft class.
Yeah, John.
That's the Josh Allen draft class. My
But
fault.
you heard Jonnu Smith. Like it's
Yep.
some names in there. Robert Tunyon used to play for the.
Robert Tonyan was on that in that class.
Robert Tunyon was in Detroit with me my rookie year. Oh God,
That's right here.
we were both the undrafted rookies they brought in at tight end. Me and Robert Tunyon.
That's crazy. So who was it? Who was okay? So how did you? How do we end up in Detroit? Like, what is like? Draft goes on, draft ends. Like, is it like they call you like immediately after the last pick? Like, what is that
So
moment like?
okay, so the whole sixth round. Now this is stressful. Whole sixth round, people calling me, stay by your phone, stay by your phone, stay by your phone. My phone was blowing up, bro. I swear to God, my phone was blowing up for maybe about 2 hours straight. Like I'm at my cousin's house, my cousin Toya. I'm at her house with my little cousins Bree, Amber, and my little cousin Rod. This is what's crazy. Rod plays for the Cleveland Browns right now. Yeah. So he pretty much seen the whole process with me.
Uh huh.
He just signed with the Browns like last year as a rookie. And he
That's
still with us.
amazing.
So it's like full circle moment. But anyway, so boom. They see pretty much like after the draft, my phone is still blowing up. Everybody's calling me. I talked to Bill O'Brien. Like Bill O'Brien called me. I was about to go to the Texans.
I
Like
was just about to ask you if he was in Houston at the time.
I was like literally, I wanted to go to the Texans. Deshaun Watson was there too. They didn't
Ooh,
draft the tight end. Now, honestly, I felt like that might have been a better opportunity for me. But Detroit had, I'm just gonna be honest, they offered me more money.
yeah.
So it made sense. Like I gotta go with the money. So and Detroit, you know, Al Golden came work me out, like all that stuff kind of resonated with me.
Was Matt Stafford there still?
Yep, Stafford was there.
And random question: Who were you? Georgia, Bama, or Auburn coming up?
Bama.
Okay, because I was about to say I was like that had to be something to do with it. Matt Stafford was that guy when we were younger. But so Detroit offers more money. So is it like so it's basically like a free for all. Like people like, hey bro, after the draft, like, hey bro, we want you. Like, so how does that feel like going
So
from
I was like high priority free agent. So
okay.
the thing is, when you're a high priority free agent, it's kind of like you getting drafted, but basically you like they'll offer you a signing bonus.
Mm,
So you sign with a signing bonus. So it's not like you're a tryout player. You like,
even if I don't make the team, I'm still getting paid.
yeah, they gonna give you something.
Yeah. That's fucking tight, bro. So
Like nowadays, these dudes making like six figures up front, like these dudes. But like it wasn't like that when I was. But what I signed for was a good amount. I say that great amount for me to
okay.
just be signing a sheet of paper. Yeah.
Can't change that, bro. So what's that rookie mini camp like? We signed our rookie free agent tender or whatever. We make it to OTAs. Like, what's that moment like? You finally, this is real. Like, it's not just I want to play in. Like, you didn't traded in that Falcons jersey from Russell County Youth Football to a actual Detroit Lions football helmet that say Barnes on it in tape. Like, what is that moment like?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was hungry. I mean, I know my first mini camp, like with the rookies, I killed it. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I really had a good one. So when the vets got there, it was just more so trying to see how they operate. Because vets, they almost move like robots.
Mm.
So
How so?
they just
They all
they
got they
been
like got their routines and shit.
yeah they been around. It's like a serious environment, like super serious. Like they not playing, no
Mm.
games. Like once you hit the white lines, it's like it's time to go. So dudes out there big, stronger, and it's a little different, bro.
Yeah.
Dude's the best of the best, bro, and you really kind of realize that quick. But at the same time, like I ain't gonna lie, I was holding my own out there the whole time. I was there, like the
Heard
whole
that.
time.
So is there one vet from your rookie camp that you're like, bro, that like this is Matt Stafford right here. Like, is there like one like, bro, this is Golden Tate right here. Like,
Yeah,
was there
Golden Tate
was there
had
one of
his
those moments,
Golden Tate definitely had his moments where he bummed the mess out of our DBs, and then we had Darius Slay.
bro? Slay. So what did you get like so being one of the younger guys? I'm pretty sure like you had to run scout offense against them.
Yeah, and
Like
that
what
was cool.
Like,
Like
what's that like? What was Slay like? Because as an Eagles fan, like I love Slay. So what was a young Darius Slay like when you running around? Because he's been known to like when you run around, he'll say, "Hey, that trash ass corner route," or "Why you running that trash seam route?" Like, is
nah,
that
he ain't really talk smack for real. Slay was from what I remember, bro, because one of my college teammates knew him.
mm,
So, he would joke on him all the time. But
mm,
like Slay was pretty cool, like, but really fought, like gifted. You feel me? Like gifted. And you could tell why he was one of the best. Like he put in the work.
yeah,
Uh we had Quandre Diggs, he was cool. Quandre Diggs would he was 5'2", real savvy, like smart dude. Feel me? Like you could
yeah,
tell he's smart too. Like I remember he had got me on some little blitz. Like basically it was like one of them plays where like I'm at like an H back, like an off tight end kind
yeah.
of, and basically I either protect or I go out on like a little shoot route to the flats. But it's just like it's one or the other. So like I don't went in motion and I look directly at him. So I'm just like I'm making sure he ain't blitzing. Soon as I ran the little shoot to the flats, he ran in there, tagged off on the quarterback. So Al Golden, he ripped me a new one. He was like, "You didn't look at the nickel to see if he was blitzing." I was like, "Yes, I did." So like we going back and forth. He looks on film. He sees me look directly at him, and he's like, "Well, you did look. How did he get you on that?" And I said, "Bro, playing cat and mouse games, bro. But that's that savvy
That's that.
jump, bro.
Like that's crazy because like
Because bro was acting like he was just in coverage, and so that's when I learned a little new stuff. Now, like I can see, just say high school, like it's so easy to see stuff. Like I just look at like, cause I coach now, so it's like I look at something, I'll be like, yeah, they blitzing, and they like, how you know that? And I'm just like, bro, anytime the safety stacked on a nickel, bro, they gotta replace the blitzer, bro. Like it
yo,
ain't like I know that now, but I didn't know that in college. You get what I'm saying? Like it
yeah,
just be little
like
stuff.
that's wild because you because like you're hearing it firsthand because like a lot of people hear commentators be like, yeah, this kid like he like you learn how to play football when you get here. Like you've been playing football your whole life, but you learn like how to play
Yeah,
football at this level. Like you learn like the little itty bitty things that make you drastically great.
facts.
Um, so what would you say was the one NFL moment with the Lions that rookie year where you're like, bro, this is difficult to learn, like the most difficult thing to learn, like whether it was,
The terminology, it wasn't
mm,
necessarily the plays, but it's definitely the terminology because I was in the West Coast offense. So the thing
oh
is,
no,
you gotta understand.
that's that spider suit white banana.
No, no, dead. So okay, so I was in that with the Oakland, but like that exact offense. But
Oh, we'll get in Oakland
the
for sure.
offense that Detroit had was basically the same offense that the Indianapolis Colts had at the time, like
Mm.
before that with Peyton Manning. So, because that our head coach Jim Caldwell was Peyton Manning's offensive coordinator.
You did play for Jim. You did have Jim Caldwell.
So, so learning that football, like I still got my playbooks in this house, like in here. Cause
That
like thing is, when I become a coach, like well, not a coach, I'm already a coach. But when I become like an offense coordinator or some junk like that,
like when you get your hands on the
yeah,
program,
I'm
like when
mixing
you get
all
your
that
hand,
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
So real quick, like just for like the people at home, and it ain't got to be a complicated one. Can you give us a play call? Like you in the huddle right now. Matt just came to the line. Boom, he spits that shit out.
I mean, not that I remember any from them specifically,
Like just
but I could say one like they'll start off like 12 personnel. All right, got twins right, Z move, H Shreveport or some crazy junk like that.
H Street Port banana waggle mix.
Yeah, but a lot of times it might be some junk like it'll have like every different position in it. So you hear the formation,
And you
then you
gotta wait for
hear
your part, and hopefully ain't nobody calling your name from this side. What? And he say, "Yo, what? Wait, what I got?"
yeah, and
Like that's
then the way the offense was with that offense, like with Jim Caldwell, you had to learn a lot of like concepts,
mm,
terminology though. So he might have like just say he might have a stick concept, but it might be called branch or tree or you know what I'm
mm,
saying. So you doing different stuff on each
mm.
one.
Sheesh. So it's like branch, stick, tree, leaf, and all those indicators from a tree gives you a different assignment.
Small assignment too.
That's crazy. It's like one, like you still running the same thing, but you run one at 5 or one at 10 or something like
Yeah,
that.
or you might sit versus this, or you
Yeah.
might be going in, or you might have to. It's just a lot of different
And
stuff.
it's all off like leaf left. Like
No, it's off of stick, the
that's
concept.
that's unique,
So
bro.
like stick, everybody know like stick. That's the first play you gonna
Yeah.
run when you in the offense stick.
Yeah.
Everybody run stick. So thing is tree. That might be stick out of 3x1
Sheesh.
or branch. It might be a different type of stick out of 3x1. Stuff like that. Then you
That's
got to
crazy.
learn like two-man concepts. So a lot of times Peyton Manning, it looked like he audible, but Peyton Manning, he just calling what he want. Like he literally saying, okay, they playing this coverage. Hey, y'all got this. Y'all got this.
Mm. So first game.
So my rookie year, I ended up, matter of fact, so crazy thing happened. I ended up getting cut from Detroit. So I got cut during camp because I pulled my hamstring. So probably like a week later, I ended up going to the Jets.
Mm.
So I did that whole preseason or whatever. And that's when I got in the game. Like I did maybe 3 weeks of camp, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks of camp, like the last couple weeks. I did a good job out there. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was killing out there. But thing is, I had got there so late. They had already had a deep room, and on top of that, they drafted a tight end. So I kind of knew I wasn't gonna be there long. So I was just pretty much on some junk like, hey, whatever I do, let me do it to the best of my ability, get what I can get out this deal, and see what's next. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I kind of went in that mode. I played in all the preseason games. Like the first time I got in the game, I wasn't really nervous. It was more so just hey, I'm out here. Let's see what I got.
Oh yeah. And so we go from the Lions to the Jets, and then how long were we with the Jets?
Shoot, just probably about 2 months, and then I ended up going back to Detroit.
Okay.
So they brought me in like late that year on like P Squad. So I
Mm.
finished that year on P Squad, roll over to the next year, and OTAs come around, pull my hamstring again.
Is this the same leg that we've had the same knee issue with?
Yeah.
Mm.
So once I pulled it, then it was like Detroit was kind of done with me at that point, but it was bad. So I had to like I was injured, like
Yeah.
so I had to sit out, go to rehab for about 2 months because it was like grade 2 hamstring, like it was rough.
Mm.
So by the time the season come, I didn't end up going back to the NFL at all, like the whole year. I'm just doing workouts.
Yeah.
Like I probably did maybe 10 private workouts that year, and nobody will pull the trigger on me. So I ended up going to this league called the AAF, and that league I went crazy. I was like top tight end of that league. That was like in 2019, early
2019.
2019.
So like, how does the AAF conversation begin? Like, how do we? Is it more of like a I'm ready to go? I need to get on the field, or like is it more of like a hey bro, like let's just see what happens? Like,
Uh, I knew I was good enough to play in the league. So thing is, I just knew like, okay, it's about the right fit at the right time.
yeah.
Cause it really is that simple, but it's that hard at the same time. People don't understand it. You could be great, but you could have went to a room that was deep. You could have went to a room that were paying people.
Mm.
It's just all types of
The
factors.
business, the roster,
Yeah, that
age,
people don't understand.
draft capital, like
So I didn't went to Memphis Express. No, first I was with Birmingham Iron,
mm,
and Birmingham did some lame jump. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm at home. Like I
so you
had just
excited.
got, huh?
You excited. Back at the crib.
Yeah.
Cause
Look, it's a spring league, but it's
yeah.
a
It's outdoor
this spring league,
football, bruh. That's
but
all you
this
need.
spring league got pub. Like
Yeah.
people are coming to the games, so I can make a little name of myself in my state. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So we had these off-season workouts. We did 3 of them, and it was 3-day mini camp. And this is like 2018. So this same year I pulled my hamstring. Now I go to the like I had been working out for the time I got cut, and I did like 10 private workouts. So I'm in shape,
In shape.
bro.
Rehabbing in shape.
We get to the mini camp. I promise you, I didn't drop a ball for 3 days. I didn't drop a ball in 3 days. Like I'm talking about routes on air, team,
One on
everything,
ones,
hit like
everything.
everything. So tight end coach, old dude, and I ain't gonna even mention his name because he ended up coaching me later on in life. But both times he had something just personal against me. I don't know what it was, but bruh is just like I don't know what it was. I don't know if he was racist. I really don't know, bro. But I'm not even joking. So we get to after camp. I'm literally it's like right before Christmas. My cousin Rod, the one that plays for the Browns, we had to go get his car from Orlando. Like
Mm.
basically, his mom got him a car for his birthday, like his not birthday, but his for the holidays or something like
Yeah.
that. And I literally, we're driving down there to Orlando to get his car, and we eating at a restaurant, and they just called me, and they like, yeah, we're not gonna bring you back next year, or not like we're not gonna bring you into the season with us. Like you could basically. Mind you, they had already made cuts from the mini camp. So they made cuts at the mini camp, like the last
Uh huh.
day. So I'm thinking I'm gonna at least make it to the little camp before the season. Man, them folks cut me. So I'm looking for another team. I'm in panic mode because I'm like, bruh, I am not finna play football ever again because of some humbug ass.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Like,
So you already inked the deal, like you getting ready for mini camp, and they just last second, hey, bro, yeah, don't
yeah.
show up.
So
That's
they
wild.
get in camp and everybody in San Antonio, because they have them spring leagues, they all do their camp in one city.
Mm.
Because they do joint practices and stuff. So they all in San Antonio. I'm sad as hell. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna like get on the team. Like, it's crazy. So then Memphis Express called me. They called me. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm on the flight.
I'm
So
on the way.
no, bags was already packed. I'm just waiting on the team to call. So when they call, I think I got there. They had 3 tight ends. One was banged up. The other two, like I said, when I see shark in the water,
I
I'm
gotta go get it, bro. This
so
is
I
where
was
we
just like, yeah,
from.
I can start. So by the end of the week, I was starting. So after that, I was the starter like the whole year. I had a good year. I was one of the top tight ends in that league.
Oh yeah. And
And
then
then
so go for it.
after that, that's when the Raiders called.
Pause. What year are you in the Raiders?
This was 2019.
Is this the Antonio Brown year?
Yeah,
Were you there?
I was on Hard Knocks for a little bit.
Bruh, so we take me through this ABC. What is it like to be in an offensive meeting room with Antonio Brown, bro?
You want me to be real with you?
I want you to be real, that like, what is it like to work with Antonio Brown and John Gruden in that moment in time in history when he is jumping in a pool because he got released with sheer glee and he's like showing up, not like, what is that moment like?
I'm gonna be real with you. I try to tell people like, don't believe everything the media put out.
Mm.
Yeah, cause bro, like he one of the best I ever seen.
Mm. I agree with that.
Like work ethic. I'm serious. Like
Like
I ain't
that.
even joking.
So like now when you see like like you get to see that up close every day. And like we grew up with dynamic athletes, but when you see that, which is like one of the greatest receivers of all time, you know what I mean? What is that like for like an athlete? Like, bro, that's greatness right there. Like, regardless of
All
like
right,
media
so
personality, they're like, what is that moment like? Like, nigga, that is Antonio Brown right there, bro.
shoot, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like just being out there in practice, bro. Like, cause you hear about his work ethic, bro, but like to actually see it is different. Like this dude, I ain't even joking, bro. I remember being in practice and this dude like will bomb the corners, 60-yard bomb, run all the way to the end zone, run all the way back. He back up. And I'm just like, this dude a machine. And he in better shape than everybody. So it's just like, yeah. Bro was different, bro. Like, I really ain't paying to, all the drama because it was so much stuff going on, like, you feel me?
Yeah.
But this is what crazy, like, they actually had like a cool vet group. I say that. Most of the vets there at the time, it was cool, bro.
Yeah. So, like, who else was on that squad? You had AB, Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm.
Was Josh Jacobs in the backfield on that squad?
Yep, that was his rookie year.
Josh Jacobs. Who else? Max
Hunter
Crosby.
Renfro,
Who?
Crosby.
Oh, Hunter Renfro was on that squad. Max
Yeah,
Crosby was over there.
yeah. And
Oh,
Darren Waller was my roommate.
Darren Waller was your roommate, bro.
Yeah, cool as hell. Cool
So
as hell.
what is that like? Like to be roommates with Darren Waller? Because like, was he like, hey,
He
does the
wasn't
bar
on
go
yet.
hard?
He wasn't on yet.
So
So
like, what was that like? Like to be there, like y'all. I'm pretty sure both of y'all just talking about trying to make it in this league at this
yeah,
moment.
literally, like Darren Waller, like Gruden loved him. Like I ain't gonna lie,
Mm,
Gruden was in there like every day. He was just praising him. And me, I'm just like trying to get it. So I
yeah.
don't really know nobody. I'm just like I'm here. I'm just trying to get it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get on this team. I don't care who these people is. So, in practice, I make a couple plays, but I'm still learning the playbook. Playbook really is like Gruden playbook ain't just easy to learn, bro. You gotta take. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
So, my coach, he doing a pretty good job teaching me and stuff. So, I remember my dad called me one day and he just like, "How you doing?" I said, "Man, I'm doing what I can. Like I'm literally doing all I can. Like I ain't putting no bad stuff on film. I'm
I'm,
doing what
I'm, I'm
I can.
trying out here.
They throwing me the ball, I'm catching it. That's all I can say. Like, you know what I'm saying?" So he said, "So compared to the other tight ends, what do you think?" Now, me being honest, I was like, "Bro, I don't think they know better than me." But but it's one.
Hey, Pop, I compete with anybody, but that you
Look,
got this one.
but I said this one, bro. I said this dude like 6'5", 6'6", legitimately running 4'4". And my dad like, "Is he that fast?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Bro, if he," I said it just like this: "If he's not all pro, bro, I need to stop playing football."
He
I
said if
said,
he's,
"I'm like, bro," and I said, "I ain't glazing, like I'm for real, like, bro,
you
like
know
that."
what? Hey, you that you know what you like that because if you behind an all pro, goddamn it, I can retire on that note, bro.
Bruh, I remember he caught my first day, bruh. He catch a crossing route. We ain't in pass, but he catch a crossing route. And like safety, like look like he got an angle. This dude outrun the safety. And I said, "Oh, he different." And so in the room, he was cool as hell. There to be in there rapping and jump, like,
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. I was about to ask you, like
yeah,
y'all be.
bro being there rapping. Then Hard Knocks would come in there. But I noticed a lot of dudes would run from the camera on Hard Knocks. So I just never wanted to be in the room when he was in there. Like when Hard Knocks come in, interview him, I just walk out.
So like when Hard Knocks walks in, is there like a and action, or is it like they just walk again and y'all just
Nah, dude would tell me like, "Hey, I don't know, I know you want all that stuff, but he said Hard Knocks coming in here, so I mean you can be in here, but like I was just like, nah, I ain't trying to be in there. But if I knew what I knew now, I would have got on there.
get them royalties, my boy?
Yeah, I just don't be. You feel me? I really don't be with all that.
Yeah.
But now I be more so on that because, like, man, you gotta pub yourself, bro. I
Hmm.
don't care what nobody say.
So do you think that like since you going through like like a season of Hard Knocks, first of all, that's cool as fuck, by the way. Um, do you think that like certain coaches actually, and like not the coaches, I should say, like the media, like overblows and overhype certain situations for the ratings and shit? Like
Absolutely.
heard that because because like listening to you and like talk about AB like on the outside looking in, you're like, man, this dude is out of control in the
I
ratings. Like,
mean,
what is he
I
doing? Like,
see. I don't speak on stuff I don't really know,
yeah.
but like,
But I'm just totally asking about like the meet, like when the cameras come in, like, do you feel like the energy drastically shifts because people are like, bro, they gonna be tripping on them cameras. I'm good, or is it more like I don't know, like just like, do you feel like does it feel different than your normal football practice? I guess I should say, or like your normal mini camp?
no,
Like you, no,
it's the same. Like the
or,
cameras just be there, but they be out the way. But some dudes be
mm,
mic'd up, so it ain't really dramatic. It's just you playing football. Like the cameras just be around.
I heard that, and then that's fucking tight. The Lions, the Jets, the Raiders, the LA a country boy from Phoenix City getting paid to play football in LA. What was that like?
Shoot, man, LA was lit, and I was getting off, so I
I
had
ain't
a
gonna lie. I saw a couple of your games when you was in LA.
yeah.
I caught a
I
couple of
was like I got a newspaper article. Kobe died while I was out there,
them.
bro. Like I got a newspaper article in this next room, bro. Like literally front page LA Times. They talk about Kobe. I'm like right up under them.
That's tight. Like not like that. That's a Rest in peace, Kobe. But for
But
you,
I'm like, I'm in the same.
yeah, like you own the same piece of information talking about Kobe Bryant in like an LA news article, nationwide, whatever the publishing. It's like,
Yeah.
cause like me personally,
Right
like
after he passed away, like
yeah,
I'm just like, I'm looking at this stuff like, bruh, I'm like really like, I don't think people really understand how like. I know I talk about this junk all the time, but people don't understand how proud I am.
but like I don't think people understand. Like, cause me, I can say it because I left and I can look back and think like about the city now, but like things
Yeah.
like your journey, bro, like for people like us from that city, it's not supposed to happen. That like
Nah.
bro, like to make it to like pause to get hurt our senior year, to still fight scratch claw to walk on, to go undrafted, still make the three squads, be the first tight end drafted in not one, but two football leagues drafts. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
to hit a late growth spurt to put us over the top. You know what I mean? Like, it's just been a beautiful story to watch, bro. Um, and so you played in Houston at the USFL for the Gamblers. We talked about the Memphis Express. Of those three leagues, of the four leagues that you were in, the NFL, XFL, USFL, AAF, like what league do you feel like you made your big, like, A, had the biggest impact on you as far as like teaching you game, or like a coach that like basically showed you the ropes the most, or like something like that, or like a league that was like, bro, that shit was crazy, but it was fun.
I ain't gonna lie. I tell anybody XFL, bro. Like,
Mm.
I'm serious, bro. The XFL, the first one, not the second one, but the first one,
Before COVID, we always out there going stupid.
bro. That league, I like. That's one league. If you ask any spring league player that been playing like in multiple spring leagues, they'll tell you like that's the league that they wish didn't fold.
Mm.
Cause that league, like the year like COVID hit, man, that league was lit, bro. It was lit. The fans was lit. Like the Houston
Gamblers.
yeah, no, not the
No, the
game,
Roughnecks.
Roughnecks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not the modern version, but the
Yeah.
first version with PJ Walker and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bruh, them games used to be packed.
Yeah.
Like Seattle Dragons, packed. Like our games in LA, we played in the same stadium that not the Rams, but the Chargers was playing in at the time.
Oh,
Our games,
the soccer stadium.
yeah, our games used to be packed, like lit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was the league. And then also I had a really good coach. Like my offensive line coach and my tight end coach is a dude named Ty Knott. He really like genuinely like I used to always talk to him and he'd tell me like, bruh, like, what you trying to do after this? I was like, man, I want to be a coach. I've been saying this. So he was just like, bruh, if you trying to be a coach, like you need to learn the game. So he would actually like go out his way to teach it a little extra.
Mm.
Then the tight end coach, he really like that's probably the best blocking I ever did.
Mm.
Like the offensive line coach got me right too. Like
So
great offensive line coach.
I heard that. So we. What was the moment like you're like, all right? Was it like lack of contract, or like, all right, my physically can't do this anymore? Like, what was that moment where you're like, all right, it's time for me to hang up the helmets, hang up
All
the
right,
shoulder
so
pads?
I tore my left patella tendon
Mm.
2020. All right, so rehab. All
Mm.
right, so we finna just go. I'm just telling you how the whole year went. Rehab. All right, 2021 comes about. It's no spring league. You know, we still dealing with COVID, kind of. All right, so I start working in the school,
Mm.
middle school, Russell County Middle School.
Rush County Middle School.
Started coaching. Um, Justin Mitchell was the head coach, and we Coach Rose at the time. He was looking for some like young coaches. He knew me because I had a camp there.
Yeah.
So thing is, he was just like, "Hey, you want to coach? Like, you get some extra bread in your pocket." I was just like, "Yeah, cool. I'm gonna be here till like another spring league come up." So they was already making announcements about the USFL, and this was 2021. So I ended up getting like two jobs. Like I was working pretty much, grinding it out,
Yeah.
and then USFL came. Now I ended up breaking my left hand, and then I ended up playing with it broke the whole year. Now it was one of them breaks I didn't have to get surgery, but I broke it. So I dealt with that. So the next year, USFL, we come back, and that same coach from Birmingham ended up being the coach for the Houston Gamblers, my tight end coach.
Mm.
So this dude acting like he don't remember me, but it's like you know who I am. Like you definitely cut me for somebody that was nowhere near as good as me. So I'm on some junk like I kind of know where this going. All right. So fast forward, and I'm not even gonna get into like the political details because I want to be a coach. But
Oh, my brother's a coach. I understand.
just know it's some BS happened that whole
Bruh,
year.
I understand.
Like political as hell. And I didn't do nothing wrong, but I was not getting the ball. I was not even able to run a route. So like I would block, do all the dirty work. But when it came to running routes, never ran routes. So the thing is, it was like, and I was trying to get our head coach to see at the time, which he never did even take time to like listen. But I ain't finna get into that. But just know if you look at the Houston Roughnecks, the same coach. So
Mm.
that, record speaks for itself. So in the last 2 years, not just this year. So my thing is we had a good team and our team got dismantled because he basically trying to take away all the vets. So thing is, I ended up breaking my right hand because I just became a full time blocker. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I break my right hand, and when I broke that, it was pretty much like, yeah, it's ball game for me.
Yeah, tired of rehabbing, over the politics.
Yeah, so it's just
CJ out
like,
here, CJ out here playing with you.
nah, facts though. No, seriously,
I,
I ain't
I
joking.
I
Seriously.
got you. I think I found it. I think I found it. CJ out here playing with you, man. Um, so like we transition into coaching. So like now what is like you feel your role is as coach, because like a lot of people get into coaching for different things. A lot of people want to get into it so they can win a state championship. A lot of people get into it just for the pension. A lot of people get into it to try and impact the kids. Like, what is Coach Barnes's mission? Because Brandon Barnes, the athlete, was like, bro, I'm trying to be great. I'm trying to score touchdowns. I want to win Super Bowl. What is Coach Barnes's like goal and aspirations in this?
Okay, now I kind of this is the thing. I'm not perfect. I'm not no preacher. None of that. But I feel like this is like a ministry, bro.
I know you so well, and you've always been the level-headed, make the right decision person. So,
This feel like I'm supposed to do this shit.
bro, like, you know what? It fits you again, like, because coming up, like, you've always been the like a guiding voice. You know what I mean? So like, I can see why, like as a young man, like, hey, bro, with that disappoint Coach Barnes, maybe I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I feel like it's a ministry,
Mm-hmm.
but also I'm gonna be honest. I still want to be great now.
Yeah.
I ain't no average human being, and I love football.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I love kids, or like just I want to develop young men. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I feel like we at a time like we really need people like us that look like us. Like, and my thing is, I'm not your typical coach. Like I got tattoos. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I had dreads. Like
Yeah.
you feel me? So it's just like, and I know how to relate. Like
And not
you
only
know what
that,
I'm
like
saying?
like let's put it this way. Like my buddy, I got a buddy, Devin. He
Yeah.
went to one of the better high school football programs here, DeSoto, up in Dallas.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So he coaches now at Baker Middle School. Right. It's a middle school down here in Corpus. Well,
Yeah.
the kids look at him like he's a god solely because he went to DeSoto. Right. See, not saying it's the same concept as that, but like these kids, like, hey, Coach B, what'd you do? Well, I went here for school. I played here for X amount of
Yeah.
time. Like I played here. I took this football and I turned it into a profit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So the kids they look at it kind of different. Like
mm-hmm.
people, I deal with a lot of stuff I ain't really got to deal with, but it's just as far as like them kids, they do kind of look up to me. So it's just like I kind of try to look out for them.
Yeah.
Or like in a nutshell, like I ain't gonna lie, my coaches from high school, bro, I had maybe two outside of my basketball coach who still coaches there, like good dude.
Yeah.
But like I had two coaches that really kind of I say really cared. The rest of them, bro, like I wouldn't even know what they doing.
Yeah. In there for a check.
So the thing is, and they weren't trying to help us get in school, and they weren't like we weren't good enough.
Mm.
So my thing is, I'm like, bro, we got a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? Like we always had talent, but we ain't never had resources, and I know this for a fact. So it's just like, bro, if I'm gonna start my coaching career off, and it's the crazy thing about it, I could have started off anywhere, bro. Like I could have went back
Yeah.
to college, been to GA. I could have went, anywhere. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Anywhere in the state, in the country,
And
like
I was living in Atlanta.
yeah.
Something told me to just go back home, start it off.
Because like I think what it is like it's that sense of home pride. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, we
you want
got pride now.
like
One thing about it.
like with one thing like if I can win, why can't we win? I think that's the mindset of like people from where we're from. I
Yeah.
mean, because like it's such like you said, everybody lives right next to each other, bro. Hey, random question though before we get up out of here. I got a couple of questions before we get out of here.
Yeah.
A, do you remember that big ass Rottweiler Sheba?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Bro.
But oh yeah. The
The dog that, so it,
Miss Grant.
yeah,
Miss
like
Grant
the
them
lady that
had
was right next to
dog, bro.
y'all. Bro, that big ass dog, man.
Yeah, that dog. Look, man, that dog had me on top of Ned air conditioning unit. I went to Ned house. Dog, bro, the dog chased me from that house all the way around my fence, end up in Ned them yard.
Bruh. That's a
Yeah.
journey, dog. Cause like y'all had like them long driveways all the way up. That's bruh. And secondarily, who was the fastest in the neighborhood? If we had to line it up right now, it's me, you, Junior. Who else was out there? Who else was out there? We'll throw Ned in there.
Nah, I'm putting Jolie over Junior.
Jolie.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Jolie was the
Bro,
strongest.
bro, you know what's crazy though? If you asking me, Jolie, out of all of us, he never played a fucking sport, but he was out there cooking us, bro. Whether it be football, basketball,
Yeah.
baseball, he was out there cooking. He was the strongest, the
But nah, this was
fastest.
crazy. He ended up playing in high school.
Really?
He was pound for pound strongest dude on the team.
Bro, he got that country strength, bruh.
Yeah,
It
fact.
didn't make no sense, bruh. And then the last two questions before we get out of here. Who should be the number one pick in the NFL draft?
Man, it's hard to say, bro. 'Cause I feel like with Cam and Shador, you really getting the same type of player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, and this is me, I feel like Shador more pro ready right now,
That's what I say.
but I feel like Cam got a higher ceiling because he keep getting better and better every year. And also, like, people, anytime you disagree with Prime, they hate you. But I just speak football logic. Like, Shador been, you know what I'm saying? He been had access to way more training, way more resources. Cam Ward, he raw. Like he had to make his name.
Yep.
Like then I'm looking at the fact that like Shador, he kind of been catered to Shador. Like his, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he took it and ran with it. I'm
Yeah.
not knocking it. He did what he's supposed to do. But like Cam, I just feel like Cam, he got a little higher ceiling. We don't really know how good Cam Ward
Yeah.
can get.
And I agree with that. Like I think that either way, like I think that at the pro level, they'll be here, like here or here, right?
Yeah,
Nothing too drastic, right? Like
no,
you won't have a Mitch Trubisky, Patrick Mahomes situation.
no.
You know what I
You're gonna
mean?
have
Like a who was who
like a Mahomes Allen situation, maybe.
like a Mahomes Allen situation. So, but here's my theory though, right? I think that right now they're both gonna go to probably bad football teams, right?
Yeah, so they got to build it up.
Yep. I
Can't,
think that
can't rush it.
Shador. I think Shador is more prepared for a losing situation than Cam Ward is.
No, that's facts.
You know what I mean? Because I think that Shador has been behind any offensive line he goes to is going to be better than anything he had at Jackson State or Colorado. You know what I mean? Outside of Travis Hunter, his receiving core is going to be better. He's going to have an offensive coordinator that says, "Hey, we're going to run the ball when we're here." You know
Well,
what
it
I mean?
depends on where he goes. I'll say that.
Like,
Because if he, because I'm gonna be honest, the receivers you got in Colorado,
cold,
they fire.
bro. Jimmy, where do you think Jimmy Horn goes?
I don't know, but
Because
Jimmy Horn like
that
Jimmy
was
Horn
my
like that,
yeah.
Webster like that, and
What's
the big dude,
what's the
14.
14? What's the kid that he started off at like number 10 and then like he got a single digit later in
Oh,
the
Webster,
season?
yeah,
Well,
Webster, slider. Like them boys good.
yeah,
All
but
them getting drafted,
think so.
and Travis. So
Oh,
it's just
Travis
like,
is a given.
yeah. So and then I'm looking at Cam Ward's situation. Like honestly, hell, Restrepo, he probably go late. Just being honest, because of that 40. And I don't think that's fair to him, but that's just what it's gonna be.
Yeah,
And then I like number 3 from I forgot his name, from Miami. He was a good receiver. But like outside of them two, I don't think all they whole room get drafted. And they had a really good tight end.
you preaching
They had a good
facts.
tight
You
end. They
speaking
had a good
facts.
tight
You
end.
speaking facts. So, anything you want to add before we get out of here, Bree? I know it's like 10:30 over there, so I need to let you go to bed. You got to get up and chase these kids in the morning.
Yeah, facts. Man. Y'all, hey, support my boy, man.
Hell yeah, we got to
Man,
get you
look.
back on here too. Next time we just gonna
Yeah.
talk straight ball.
Oh yeah, and then look, if y'all want to, y'all can follow me on Instagram
Yes, sir.
at IG_Barnes.
Yes, sir. IG_Barnes.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Hey, Ken, you got anything you want to add, Big Dog, before we get up out of here? Already. Hey, I've been Lucky Lamar. This has been Riding High Sports. That's been my boy, Brandon Barnes, from way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? From Dixie Elementary to Russell County Middle to Russell County High to Alabama State to Detroit to New York to Detroit to LA to Houston to San Antonio. This man is taking the football to places only people can dream of. To places only people can dream of. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm so proud of you, my brother. Hey, we're going to get you back on here in like a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk some football when the football season gets gearing up. You know what I'm saying? And before we get out of here, War Eagle.
Oh nah.
That's all I'm throwing out there. War Eagle, Big Dog.
I almost hung up on you.
It's all good. We already done. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, much love, Brandon. Appreciate you for giving us 2 hours of your time, my friend.